In the world of executive protection, every second matters. A split-second reaction can mean the difference between life and death. One of the most vivid and chilling examples is the 1958 assassination attempt on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This was the first of many attempts on his life, each one a reminder of the dangers that come with leadership. The threat was real, and on that day, only seconds stood between survival and tragedy. September 20th, 1958, Harlem, New York. The sun was beginning to dip in the sky, casting long shadows across the busy streets. It was warm, but not too hot. A perfect afternoon for the people of Harlem to go about their business. The energy in the air was palpable, filled with the usual hustle and bustle of city life. But inside Blumstein's department store, something else was brewing, something no one could have expected. The mood was different inside the store. The usual noise of the streets faded into the background as people gathered around, waiting to meet the man who had become the face of the civil rights movement. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was here to sign copies of his first book, Stride Toward Freedom, a story of triumph over segregation and injustice. Izola Ware Curry had been standing quietly among the fans, but her intentions were far from peaceful. Suffering from paranoid delusions, she believed that King was plotting against her. In her mind, this book signing would be the perfect place to end her imagined threat. As Curry waited for her moment, she showed the kind of signs that trained security professionals are always watching for. Nervous glances, fidgeting hands, a level of tension in her body. To the untrained eye, she was just another fan. But these small details can be the warning signs of an imminent threat. In one swift and unexpected motion, Izola Curry struck. She drove a letter opener into Dr. King's chest, lodging it deep into his sternum, so close to his heart that a single sneeze or sudden movement could have killed him. The crowd panicked, but Dr. King remained remarkably calm. The blade had pierced dangerously close to his aorta, one of the largest arteries in the human body. Had it moved even a fraction of an inch, history might have recorded his death on that day. Dr. King was rushed to Harlem Hospital, where surgeons knew the task before them was delicate. The blade was lodged so deep that they had to work meticulously, fearing that any sudden movement could puncture his heart. It took hours, but they succeeded. King's life was saved, but just barely. Later, Dr. King would famously reflect on the moment, saying, "If I had sneezed, I would have died." Those millimeters between life and death emphasize how fragile our lives can be in the face of unexpected threats. No one noticed the warning signs. The attack unfolded in seconds, nearly costing Dr. King his life. It's a chilling reminder of the dangers that come with public appearances and how even the most admired figures can be vulnerable without proper protection.